Hi everyone, it's Alicia here at Cosmic Gateway. And this is the intuitive guidance readings for the month of September 2018 for this particular card, which is card E or reading E. Hope you're having a wonderful month so far. Let's see what themes might be coming up for this month. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so the first card that's come up in this month's reading is the Judgment card. So themes that might be coming up this month is looking at the levels or the different levels of judgment that we have about ourselves. And in return, the judgments that we can have about the people in our lives and our external world. And quite often when we can be really harsh and critical and judgmental of others, it's just highlighting that harsh judgment that we have towards ourselves. So this could be a really great month to really dig deep and look at those different distorted perceptions that we have, those limiting belief systems that we hold within us that can come in and be taught to us in our early childhood, or things that we can carry over from different lifetimes. But they're all sort of programmings that are coming up for evaluation and being able to release. And part of the mental body release, that how I understand the process, is that when we're releasing old, outdated mental thoughts and patterns and programs, it's an energy. Everything is energy. And so as those thought processes are coming out and releasing, they have to release out the body energetically. So as they're working their way out of the body, quite often we can go into this very mental critical state of thinking, so that we can kind of release that to bring in that higher level of awareness and consciousness. So it's a very important part of the process, even though it can feel really unsettling at times, let's say. So just know that while you're going through that process, don't judge yourself too harshly, because you're just clearing outdated programming and conditioning. So that, I feel, in the beginning of the month might be a burst of like really releasing the stuff that, this could be stuff that you've been chipping away at for a number of years, but it's coming up for that kind of, I won't say final release, but a very pivotal point in releasing old ways of thinking, or things that you've held on to and believing as ultimate truths about yourself, which are actually just false illusionary truths that we've created through the mind. So allowing that to come up and release and let go of that judgment, and finding that new sense of awareness through that releasing process. And so the other card that's come in with that is the Goddess of Psychic Protection. So what you believe you create, and no one can harm you. So that really interesting, because I feel that they go hand in hand, is like that belief that, you know, through our thoughts are very powerful, and we create through our thoughts. Yes, to an extent that is truth in my perception anyway. But I think a lot of people like go into this like fear mode that if I'm having negative thoughts, like, oh my God, I'm creating that, like I'm manifesting that. There is an element of that, yes, but there's also, when you kind of hit your ascension point, there is such a big process of weeding out those thoughts, those negative thoughts. So not to feel like you're going to be harmed in that process, I think is really important, is that sometimes you've got to allow that playing out of those lower level thoughts, so that they're working out of the energy body. And so know that you are protected in that time. It's not actually projecting or creating anything of a negative, or in an experience that you don't want to have. You're actually collapsing and releasing that out of your energy, and collapsing those timelines and those possibilities, so that new supportive ones can come through. We've also got the Goddess of the Shadow. So what you perceive is your dark side holds the hidden treasure. I think this is going to be a really interesting month of understanding yourself from a deeper level of those aspects potentially that you've shied away from for a really long time, and kind of closed the door and said, no, that's an aspect of me I don't like. I'm going to shut that in the cupboard. I'm not going to let her or him out to play. But really connecting with that aspect and embracing it and accepting it as an aspect of yourself, and knowing that that serves a purpose too is really important, and what role that plays, that aspect of that part of yourself that you didn't like so much. 'Cause quite often that can be really liberating, to getting to know other parts of yourself that maybe you didn't always judge, but maybe society judges, or your parents did, or the groups of people that you grew up around, like that was taboo or that wasn't considered cool. And so you put that aspect away, but really that's an aspect of you. So it's like bringing that, merging those different aspects of yourself and bringing that into alignment, which is such an important part of the Ascension process. So bringing that in, and seeing the wonder in that, seeing the treasure, seeing the power within that inner power and strength that potentially you didn't know you had access to. So that feels really exciting. And so the final card for this month is new experiences and possibilities. So being able to go through that process really opens you up to viewing life in a whole different way, and seeing possibilities where there weren't before, which is really magical, because to go through that kind of process of self-evaluation and growth can really open things up in a whole new level for you. So take that golden opportunity of really getting to know other aspects of yourself and embracing them, and through that allow those new possibilities and possibly connections and people coming into your life. It could be a process of eliminating and letting go of people who didn't serve you, and embracing new connections coming into your life. So I hope that resonates. I hope that helps someone out there. I hope you have a spectacular month. If you are interested in any of the services that I offer in terms of energy alignment, I will put details below, and you can have a look at what I offer if you think that will help you. If not, have an amazing month, and I will check in with you next month. All right. Mwah. Sending my love. Bye.